he observed Lawrence drive his Jeep and ram the rear end of his Cadillac.
I was shot at. I want everybody to know I didn't want to be a snitch.
You are to have no contact with Billy Sutton. In addition,
Billy Sutton, aka Dollar Bill, there's no rules in the devil's playground.
The God of the universe will vindicate me.
We will get your arraignment handled as soon as we can, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do for right now.
And I'm glad all this is on YouTube or whatever. The God of the universe is chastising me.
Wow, what a strong finish to a hearing. I covered this guy yesterday, but in my haste, I didn't include the swear-to, which provides pretty much all the context for why he was in court. This man of God rammed his Jeep into the victim's Cadillac and picked up some new charges. Since he was out on bond already, he was held in custody until today, when he was supposed to see Judge Simpson. Well, Judge Simpson was busy handling a train wreck of a landlord-tenant case all day today, so we get Mr. Buckner on Magistrate Braley's call, but nobody gets anywhere because nobody has any paperwork. I did include most of yesterday's hearing after the swear-to and today's brief hearing in this video, and I will update the case when and if Mr. Buckner appears before Judges Simpson or Washington. Let's roll, nerds.
this is WCSD 25-18663, the people of the state of Michigan versus Lawrence Edward Buckner. Your name for the record?
Deputy Kochansky.
Thank you. Deputy, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you will give today and the information contained in your complaint will be true to the best of your knowledge, information, and belief?
I do.
Thank you. You're welcome to proceed whenever you're ready, sir.
On March 21st, 2025, at approximately 6:25 p.m., Deputy Campaggiorni and I were working road patrol when we were dispatched to the area of Fox Ave and Seneca Street for a felony assault. The call was updated that a purple Jeep had rammed the caller's cousin's white Cadillac and somebody had pulled a gun. Upon arrival, Deputy Campaggiorni observed a white Cadillac and parked in front of Fox Ave facing south. Deputy Campaggiorni then got out and was flagged down by a citizen at Fox Ave who was advising that it was their car that got hit. Based on information, Deputy Campaggiorni conducted a Terry pat-down on Billy, which was
I'm sorry. I have to
the owner
stop
of the
you.
white Cadillac.
Deputy, I'm sorry. I have to stop you. You broke up. And so I think I missed what the actual report was. So the neighbor said.
Okay. Yes. So upon arrival, Deputy Campaggiorni observed a white Cadillac parked in front of Fox Ave facing south. Deputy Campaggiorni then got out of his car and was flagged down by a citizen at Fox Ave who was advising that their car got hit.
Okay.
Billy Sutton was identified as the person that got their car hit. And based off the dispatch information, Deputy Campaggiorni conducted a Terry pat-down on Billy and did not discover any weapons. Deputy Campaggiorni then asked what had happened, and he stated that his Cadillac was parked up the street a bit, and Billy advised that Lawrence, who he knew him by name, began yelling at Billy to move his vehicle. Billy then advised that he was standing across the street when he observed Lawrence drive his Jeep from a few houses away and rammed the rear end of his Cadillac. Billy stated Lawrence then backed up and parked his Jeep by his house and got out. Billy began yelling at Lawrence till yelling at Lawrence and or Eric Buckner walked up to his house to let their dogs out. Once Eric and Lawrence let the dogs out, Billy could hear them yelling, get them going towards the dogs. After that, he then walked inside and put his firearm away. Billy does have a valid CPL and stood by until police arrived. Based on Deputy Campaggiorni's internet search, he observed that the damage was over $1,000. And on to excited utterance within the report. Well, at the Washtenaw County Jail, Eric began crying to the jail staff and advised that he was in jail because his car rammed the other car, referring to Billy's vehicle. He then stated that the other male, Billy, punched him, shot at him when Billy went back to the car for more guns. Lawrence tried to stop him by ramming his car. For bond, Lawrence is currently under 4 conditional release bonds for the following: aggravated stalking, malicious use of telecommunications, assault and battery, and carrying concealed weapons. The charges requested for Lawrence is felonious assault, malicious destruction of property over $1,000, and conditional bond violation ×4.
Thank you. And the complaint is just for malicious destruction of personal property, $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. The conditional bond violation would be taken care of by the judge. So just that one charge was authorized regarding Lawrence and just to Lawrence. So based upon the testimony presented to the court and my reading of the complaint, the court does find probable cause to issue a warrant regarding Lawrence Edward Buckner on the single charge malicious destruction of personal property, $1,000 or more, but less than $20,000. I have signed the warrant.
Attorney Dadouche, do
Yes,
you
sir.
have a violation for Mr. Buckner? Because I did not receive a copy.
I do not. I do
Okay.
not have one. I just looked at JIS and found that there he was charged with something else and assumed that that was the violation.
Okay. I don't believe I have any documentation. Give me just a moment. Sorry, Mr. Buckner.
Oh, I apologize, Magistrate Hillary Braley.
You can, I think she's just trying to find the documentation.
Okay, so Mr. Buckner, unfortunately, I don't have any of the paperwork that I need to actually be able to arraign you on the bond violations, so I can't arraign you this morning or this afternoon. Okay.
You know what, ma'am? Normally I would, but I'm gonna look at this as a sign from God in my understanding. And I thank you for having the patience to see me at this time. And I understand that you don't have the paperwork. And I hope and pray that when I do see you next, and that the God of the universe will vindicate me. And it will also give you time to look into the mitigating factors of my so-called violation. And I appreciate you. I was looking to come in here to get some type of, but the whole theme of today has been patience. And Mrs. Karma Dadouche, she came to me. I didn't know what I was being arraigned on. And then they said the bond violation, and I want to wholeheartedly apologize to the entire, Washtenaw prosecutor office, and you as well, Mrs. Magistrate Hillary, for me being in front of you. And I hope and pray that the next time I see you, that you will please look at the report very carefully, and in regards to making your decision. I got out on bond, and
Well, okay, so sir, I'm just, and I appreciate that you want to talk about the circumstances of what happened, but I haven't actually called your cases, okay, because I don't have what I need to do anything for you.
where is it?
Okay. I am not sure. My understanding is that we reached out to the prosecutor's office and I don't have the paperwork yet. So that is something that I'm sure the public defender's office will be looking into, presumably. Attorney Dadouche. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. So we will get your arraignment handled as soon as we can, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do for right now. So
Yeah.
I am going to ask that you go to the door, please, and let the officer know.
I would do that, sir. And thank you, Ms. Dadouche. And I'm glad all this is on YouTube or whatever, so all my family members know that I was shot at.
I wouldn't talk about what happened, Mr.
Yeah.
Buckner. You'll have an opportunity to do that at your hearing, okay?
All right. And God will vindicate me. The God of the universe is chastising me for not walking in his laws and statutes up to my spirituality. And this happens when you can't play sides of fence with God. When you have knowledge of God, it's either you're going to be on God's side or the other side, there's no walking. And the reason I'm here today is because I did not wholeheartedly walk with God. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. We'll contact you before your next arraignment.
Yes,
You're here
ma'am.
today on WCSD 25-18663. Tell me your full name for the record.
My name is Lawrence Edward Buckner Jr.
Mr. Buckner, do you understand your rights that I have just explained to you?
No,
You don't understand.
because I don't want to be here. I'm innocent.
That's a separate issue. Do you understand you have the right to have a lawyer represent you?
I do understand I have a right to have a lawyer.
And that's at no cost to you. You understand that?
That
Okay. And do you understand that you have the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, then we are going to proceed with appearances by counsel. We'll start with the people.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Hannah Apple appearing on behalf of Mr. Buckner. Your Honor, I did have a chance to review the complaint with Mr. Buckner. We would waive a formal reading of the complaint. My client would stand mute at this time, and I'd ask to address bond when appropriate.
Thank you. Mr. Buckner, I'm not going to go through the details of the complaint with you because you had a chance to review that information with Ms. Apple. You'll have more time to review what happened with the Public Defender's Office as your case proceeds. We'll have you stand mute. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to schedule you for your next court date. The next court date that you can be seen is a probable cause conference, April 3rd at 9 a.m. with Judge Simpson at the 14A1 District Court. That's live and in person, not by Zoom. We will send you a notice to appear. Again, as I said, you're going to receive additional information from the Public Defender's Office. The next thing we need to address in this case is bond. And I just want you to know, we did hear testimony this morning regarding what allegedly took place on the day in question. I also have a copy of your pending cases. You have a couple pending cases right now. And I also have a copy of your criminal history. All of that's going to go into my evaluation. I'm going to hear from the people first, and then I'll hear from Ms. Apple on your behalf.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I thank you for at least being open-minded enough, because I was scared when I told Ms. Apple.
Hold on, Mr. Buckner.
I'm gonna hear from counsel, and if there's something that Ms. Apple missed, which I highly doubt, then if you need to supplement it, we'll see about whether she wants you to supplement it. But she's a really great attorney, so let her do what she needs to do to help you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Childers.
Your Honor, the people are requesting a $20,000 surety bond, no 10% in this case. As the court is aware, the defendant was on bond for a stalking and domestic violence case, as well as a felon in possession and CCW case from, I believe it was, that incident date was close to Christmas, maybe the 24th of December. Those were both charged a few weeks ago by my office. My review of the defendant's criminal history is pretty remarkable. It appears to go back about 30 years. He did 10 years in prison, federal prison for weapons charges. It appears that when he was released, he committed some offenses in the state of Indiana. And then obviously we have the new conduct over the last few months here in Washtenaw County. The people's biggest concern is that this behavior happened while the defendant was on bond for what I consider to be much more serious cases. And because of that, we believe that he certainly has a complete inability to follow orders of the court or conform himself to the norms of society. He represents a danger to the community and to others. And I would ask that he remain in custody while these cases are pending. I suspect without question that Judge Simpson will issue no bond bench warrants based on this behavior probably tomorrow on the cases pending before him.
I just want to confirm, Mr. Childers, if you can tell. So I think I have 4 pending cases. I have an aggravated stalking with a DV. I have a weapons charge. I have a malicious destruction of personal property with Judge Washington. And I have a malicious use of telecommunications services with Judge Washington. And from these, it looks like he's actually posted a bond.
My understanding is he posted a bond on the case. So I actually didn't look at I was focusing on the felonies.
Yeah.
And so on the ag stalking DV file and the weapons case, my understanding, and actually APA Zenda from our office is handling those, and she was Teams messaging me this morning that he had posted a bond on both of those files.
And it's sizable.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It was. And so that's normally a $20,000 bond on an MDOP. It's kind of high.
Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Put your hands down.
And so, yeah, my concern is that we have this conduct while on bond, posted bond on serious matters.
Okay. Just so you know, Mr. Buckner.
Yes,
one of the,
yes, ma'am.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. One of the allegations here, the sort of general concept here, what the prosecutor's arguing is, you have an inability to control yourself, to control your actions. I appreciate the jail is a really complicated place to be, and there's a lot of emotion going on, but I'm watching you and he's just making arguments. I haven't made any rulings yet. You got to sit still. You got to control your body here.
Your Honor, I will inform the court that for housekeeping, as Mr. Childers did discuss, he does have a bond violation hearing that it appears he's set to be arraigned on tomorrow before Judge Simpson. So bond is denied on that case. However, Mr. Buckner would like the court to know, and as he has somewhat been trying to express to the court, that and I explained to Mr. Buckner, this will come out as the case proceeds, and if he has a self-defense claim of some kind, then we absolutely will assert that defense. But his concern is that these allegations came about after he was shot at by an individual in the community, and there appears to be several witnesses that saw this and different video footage. So he is frustrated at his circumstances, and that his life was put in danger, and he did what he thought was best and has subsequently been charged with a felony because of that.
My guess is Judge Simpson's going to be the bigger problem in this case than me. And he's probably going to take no matter what I do, his action's probably going to be more aggressive than my action here.
Thank y'all for your help, man. May God bless all y'all. Thank you.
We're not done yet, Mr. Buckner.
I'm figuring out your conditions. I just have to type them into the computer, so just hang tight.
It's okay. God, you know the truth. And whatever reason you want me to say.
All right, Mr. Buckner, are you ready or do you need to finish your prayer?
Father God, please just help me. Please give Judge Tamara Good the spiritual side to see what happened. Please don't let the devil block her vision. Allow her to see with the spirit.
That was a rhetorical question. All right.
I got shot in my head, so please, just some months ago, I'm suffering from a gunshot from the head. So just please keep that in mind. That's why my emotional, I got shot in my head. I got shot 9 times on Father's Day. And everybody, like when I keep saying this all these current stuff stems from me not cooperating or me getting shot. And nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear my voice. And it's okay.
You are to have no contact with Billy Sutton. In addition,
Billy Sutton, aka Dollar Bill.
Stop. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Billy Sutton. That's
You are to have
his real name.
Stop talking. All of your conditions, they are going to exist whether you're in custody or out of custody. They remain in full force and effect until changed by the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. As far as bond is concerned, it is clear to me that a lot more took place, and the testimony we heard from the sheriff's deputy had a lot of other people involved and had a lot of other activity that was going on. I would anticipate, based upon what I heard from that deputy, that other charges are coming for other people, not just from you or for that particular event. But what I have in front of me gives me cause to have concern for the safety of the community. it gives me cause to have concern whether you have an ability to control yourself and whether you have the ability to follow court orders.
I
Based
do.
upon those, well, you haven't, and you have a bond violation hearing tomorrow with Judge Simpson because of that. So
Ms.
based
Garwood,
upon that
in the name of
information,
Jesus Christ, Ms. Garwood, in the name of Jesus.
I'm talking,
Mr. Buckner,
I'm still talking. Remember, I don't interrupt you, you don't interrupt me. That was the deal we made at the beginning. I'm setting a cash bond, $20,000, cash or surety, no 10% privilege. I believe that that is appropriate. Somebody could have been really hurt, so.
Right, like me getting shot in the head. And let me tell you something, Judge, since you already set the bond, in the name of Jesus
Mr.
Christ,
Buckner,
Nazareth,
please.
in the name of
I
Jesus
encourage
Christ.
you not to speak about any
The
kind of,
bond,
let me
Hey,
tell
Ms.
you
Apple, do you
something
see what
often
just
is
happened to me, Ms.
correct.
Apple? How, like, she just said that a police officer just came in here, gave her testimony. She said that she worried about me being a threat to society when I got shot at. How am
Mr.
I?
Buckner, the bond has been set.
Apparently
The
you
bond
did
has
not
been
hear
set.
the statement I made right before that. The bond has been set. Counsel, Ms. Apple, anything further in this matter?
No, thank
Hey,
you.
hey, Ms.
Mr.
Apple, man.
Childers,
What
anything?
actually
I'm gonna have
happened
to
to
mute
me?
you.
She gave me a
I'm gonna have to mute you. You've been muted. We can't hear you. Mr. Childers, anything further in this matter?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. You are muted. I'm not going to hear from you if you're yelling at me. If you have a question, I'm happy to answer a question, but I'm not going to have you yell at me. I'm not going to have you threaten me. I'll unmute you if you have a question. You're still muted. I'll unmute you if it's a question, but I'm not going to have
Your
you
Honor,
yell at
I
me.
would, on behalf of my client, I would probably
Okay,
ask that we
Ms.
just conclude this
Apple,
hearing.
is fine
We'll
with
talk
us
with-
leaving you muted. That'll complete this hearing. We'll let the jail know that he's done.
We'll talk with him tomorrow too, so.
Okay,
if
sir,
he has
you're all
questions.
set. We're not going to have more comments from you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you let the jail staff know to move him? Oh, he's gonna move himself.
I think he just gave the court the finger.
And I'm a pretty good lip reader.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
pretty
looked like an
sure
expert.
the last comment started with an F and a Y. We can let the record reflect that.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy watching this content, please like and subscribe. It helps new channels like this one gain exposure. There is a lot more good court to come, so if you like what you saw, tell your friends. If you didn't, tell me, and let me know what you'd like to see and how I can improve. Thanks.